In this video, I will show you how to design a vintage retro style coffee logo inside of Adobe Illustrator. So make sure to stay tuned because that's coming right up. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video tutorial here, Design with Muneeb. I'm Muneeb, and in this video I will show you how to design a vintage logo for a coffee shop inside of Adobe Illustrator. So if you're new to my channel, then I upload logo design videos, graphic design videos, and all that kind of good stuff, so make sure to subscribe and let's jump into the video. So here I have Adobe Illustrator opened, and I'm just going to set my fill to none and stroke to a solid color, something like black. Now with the ellipse tool from the center of the artboard, while holding Shift and Alt, I'm gonna lay out a pretty big circle, something like this. I'm gonna set the stroke to none and set the fill to black, so it has something like this. Now, while selecting the circle, I'm going to go to Edit and Copy. I'm going to go to Edit and Paste in front. Now, it may seem it is nothing, but if we just hold Shift and Alt and make this smaller, you can see we have something here. So now we can just select the fill and change this to a white color. So we have a little bit something of like this. Now we can just select this, do all the copy paste in front thing again, and let's make this a little bit smaller again while holding Shift and Alt. Now this time I'm gonna set my fill to none and set my stroke to black color and set the stroke width to something like 3 pixels, 5 pixels, anything along those lines should work pretty well. Now I'm going to just copy this, paste in front, and make this a little smaller again. Now I'm going to select this and press Ctrl C, Ctrl F to copy and paste in front and make this a little bit smaller, and maybe something like this should work. And let's set the fill to black and set the stroke to none. So let's copy and paste in front sometime more, and let's make it a little bit smaller and set the color to white again. Now let's copy and paste in front and make it smaller for the last time, and let's make this black. So now that we do have something similar to this, actually we can do something rather amazing. Let's select the outermost circle and let's go to Effects. Under the Illustrator Effects panel or section, I'm going to go to Distort and Transform. Now I'm gonna hit Zigzag and hit the preview mode. You can see something like this happens. From the point corner, I'm gonna set Smooth. Now just adjust these until you're happy. So I don't know about you, but something like this feels pretty good to me. So once I'm happy with my settings, I'm gonna hit OK. So we have something like this. So now in my other video, which you can watch by clicking right there on the cards on the right corner of the screen, I showed you how to illustrate a coffee cup icon in Illustrator. So follow that tutorial and illustrate a quick icon if you haven't already. So now that I have placed the coffee mug in the logo itself, I'm just going to select my fill to white, and let's just create a copy of this logo and paste this in front, and just long click the type tool or text tool and select the type on pad tool. Let's single click on this pad, and this brings up something like this. So let's write here the name of the brand. Tailored tea or tailored coffee, doesn't really matter much. I mean, yeah, what does matter? So let's change the font. Here I am using Arial, my favorite serif font. So you can download it too pretty easily, I'm sure. So that so it shouldn't be much of a problem. So now that we have the desired size of the font, I'm going to select the selection tool and adjust these handles so that they fit the text perfectly. Now I can just select the center handle and centralize that. So now let's go to type on path, and type on path options, and let's hit the preview mode, and let's go to align to path. I'm gonna set to descender, so we have a little bit of something like this. I'm going to increase the circle while doing Shift and Alt, so we have text something in the middle. Now I'm going to just press Ctrl C, Ctrl F to copy this circle on which a text is laid. And I'm just going to type on path tool and just rename it to estimated 1998 or something else. I'm going to set the weight to light and decrease the size, and I'm going to set these handles again so that they fit perfectly with the text, and rearrange the center handle so that we have the text on the below the circle. So now what we are going to do is we are going to go to type again, type on path options, and this time while hitting preview we can flip the text. You can see we have something like this, but now we can just set to align path and ascenders. We have an effect similar to this. Some finishing touches would be, let's just create some stars over here, and while holding Alt we can just drag them. Let's select them both and group them, and we can also have some beautiful circles going on here and there. So let's open up the ellipse tool and let's draw out a circle, and let's make it a little bit center here. And now let's open up the rotate tool, and you can see this green anchor point. Let's make it all the way to the center, and now let's hold Alt and let's hold Shift to just rotate this on the angles, and let's press Ctrl D bunch of time, so we have these circles going on all the way. So yeah, this is it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like on the video. If you loved it, then make sure to subscribe. I have a lot more tutorials similar to these, like logo design tutorials and all kind of good stuff. So make sure to check out my other awesome content on the channel. This has been Muneeb, and until then, see you later.